Long before the rise of stone castles and Christian kings, before the Roman Empire ever cast its long shadow across Europe, there was Era, a wild and ancient land cradled in mist and myth. In this place, where the earth sang with power and the sky whispered secrets, lived a race unlike any other. They were the Tuatha de Danann, the people of the goddess Danu, beings of light and magic, shrouded in mystery, and guardians of a forgotten age. They were not quite gods, nor were they like mortal men. They walked in both realms, part spirit, part flesh, shining with knowledge older than time itself. Some said they came from the heavens, descending in a storm of cloud and fire. Others believed they rose from beneath the sea, arriving on ships of silver and flame. No one knows for certain. But what remains are their stories, whispered by bards, woven into song, and hidden in the hills of Ireland. The arrival of the Shining Ones. It began with a storm. Black clouds gathered over the western sea, and thunder rolled across the hills like the drum beats of an ancient god. Then came the ships, vast, glistening vessels hidden in swirling mist. From them stepped the Tuatha de Danann, taller than mortals, their eyes gleaming like the stars, their voices humming with strange, beautiful tones. They brought with them 4 sacred treasures from their mysterious homeland. The Stone of Fall, which would cry out beneath the feet of the true king. The Spear of Lu, which never missed its mark. The Sword of Tuatha, which none could escape once drawn. The Cauldron of the Dagda, which left no one hungry. But the land was not empty. The Firbolg, fierce warriors and the current rulers of Ireland, stood ready to defend their realm. War broke out, the first battle of Mag Tuired. The Tuatha fought not for domination, but for harmony. They sought a rightful place among the peoples of the land. When the battle ended, peace was struck. The Tuatha took a portion of the island and lived in balance, for a time. Tuatha of the Silver Hand. Their first king was Tuatha Ergitlam, Tuatha of the Silver Hand. He was a noble and just ruler. But fate dealt him a cruel blow. In the battle against the Firbolg, Tuatha lost his arm. According to the ancient laws, a king must be whole to rule. And so, with sorrow, Tuatha stepped down. In his place rose Bress, a man of mixed blood, part Tuatha, part Fomorian. His reign was harsh and cold. The beauty of the Tuatha's courts dimmed under his cruelty, and the people began to despair. Yet behind closed doors, healers and magicians worked tirelessly. And one day, they forged for Tuatha a new arm, of pure silver, bright as the moonlight. With his body restored, Tuatha returned. The people rejoiced, and Bress was cast down. But the Fomorians, monstrous beings from across the sea and beneath the waves, were not done. A greater war loomed on the horizon. Lu the Many-Talented. In that hour of darkness came a youth, swift, clever, and radiant. His name was Lu, known as Lu Lamfada, the Long-Armed. He came to the gates of Tara, the great court of the Tuatha, seeking service. The gatekeeper challenged him, saying, "We need no one who can do what others already do." Lu replied, "But I can do what all others do." He was a warrior, a poet, a harpist, a healer, a smith, a sorcerer, and more. He was the master of every art. Lu became their leader in war, for none matched his brilliance. And under his banner, the Tuatha prepared for their greatest challenge, the Second Battle of Mag Tuired, a war against the terrifying Fomorians. The Fomorian king was Balor of the Evil Eye, whose single eye could kill armies with a glance. He was Lu's grandfather, though neither felt kinship. On the battlefield, as death raged and magic clashed, Lu cast a slingstone with deadly precision. The stone pierced Balor's eye, ending the tyrant and turning the tide of battle. The Tuatha triumphed once more, not through brute strength, but through wisdom, unity, and the power of myth. Descent into the hills. Though victorious, the Tuatha de Danann soon felt a change in the world. The age of mortals was dawning. A new people, the Milesians, came to Ireland, the ancestors of today's Irish. The Tuatha could not remain rulers. Their time above the ground had passed. And so, with sorrow and grace, they withdrew. They did not die. They descended into the Sheetha, the hollow hills and ancient barrows, where the boundaries between worlds are thin. There, they became the ice side, the hidden folk, the fair folk. Some called them gods. Others feared them as spirits of mischief and power. They became the heartbeat of Irish myth, the unseen presence in forests, lakes, and mounds. To this day, their presence lingers. In folklore, they are the Dina Shi, the fairy folk. They are both beautiful and terrible, helpful and wrathful, for they remember a time when they were lords of all. Whispers in the wind. Walk gently through the Irish countryside, and you may sense them. A sudden hush in the forest. A strange light dancing in the night. a ring of mushrooms beneath an ancient oak. These are the footprints of the Tuatha de Danann. Their stories live on, not in stone, but in story, in shadow, in song. They are the echoes of a world that once was, and might yet be again. So listen closely when the wind rustles the heather, or when the waves kiss the western shore. For in every whisper lies a fragment of their tale. And in every tale, a glimmer of truth. And in every truth, a little magic.